so loud. Recording in progress. I don't know if that was caught in the beginning of this. I'm recording through Zoom because I thought I wanted to use a fake background, but I'm not using a fake background. But it's just I just record through Zoom. It's just easy. So I've finished the other video like at least an hour ago, a couple hours ago. I've been fiddling around, getting it uploaded and sending it to my friend to edit because I've actually got 3 videos. There's this video, me talking to you, and then there's the video I have in my lap, which I can't show you because I'm not wearing any clothes, of course, which, I've got a tripod here in my lap. I'm trying to figure out, how to show this being read, the pages. So been fussing around with the best setup and also, started a Patreon and got the first 2 videos on YouTube. This one is still uploading, the pages is still uploading from my Dropbox or from my phone to my Dropbox, and then I'll upload it on YouTube. So then I'll have 3 videos, but I have the first video, and then I couldn't remember how Zoom worked, like if I hit stop, and then when it's converting the video at the end, if it's like a pause or if that's 2 separate videos, so it's 2 separate videos, so I can just stop the video and start the video when I'm ready to do another video. It's just really easy, and then I can do stuff afterwards and blah, blah, blah. So I got that all sorted out. And I made a TikTok reading the first page of my diary because, fucking cross promoting the shit out of this. I'm trying to do something here. All right. So I'm ready to go to January 2nd. Are you? Because I'm tired. It is now 2:00 in the morning. It's now November 30th. So it's another whole ass day. And, I still have to get up and work tomorrow. I'm a bookkeeper. I still have a day job for now, eventually. I mean, I like bookkeeping. I have some really awesome clients. If you're watching this, you're awesome. I love all of you. But I just need I need to be able to do things on my schedule. I love you all, but I'm not going anywhere yet, obviously, because, I got to make some money. But we'll see what happens. Okay. So I've got the camera going. I should hit record on my phone. That would be helpful. Am I trying to, wait, I need to position this so that I am not reading from my phone. I do want to make sure the phone is in focus. Oh, geez. I thought I had this figured out, but I don't want to read. Oops. Then I bumped the camera. I had the camera sitting on top of my laptop last time, but then I was too far away when I'm holding the book in my hand to read it. But now I've got to figure out how to angle this. So now you see my camera and my screen. You see all the things. But you just need to see the page. There we go. Is it legible? Doesn't matter. All right. Got the page ready. You're ready. I need to hit record here, and then I'm going to start reading. Okay. Oh boy. Gotta make sure. Okay. Well, I'm not reading from here. Okay. All right. This is where we're going to start the inset recording or whatever terminology is. I'm going to go inset. My face is going to go inset. And then the book is going to take over the screen on my mark. And now, Monday, January 2nd, 1989. I can't believe that Stephen said he could get it from me if he wanted to. He might have been able to if I hadn't known that he said that. He probably still could too. I know I'd really want to, but we'd have to be going steady first. And he'd have to really love me and be able to prove it because I already love him more than life itself. I just wish that he could understand that. I know he likes me, and sometimes he says he loves me too. I wish I could believe him. I really do. He said that he has a surprise for me, but wouldn't give it to me. Oh, we don't want to. No spoilers for the next day because I wouldn't let him listen to my Def Leppard tape. I wonder what it is. I guess I'll just have to wait until tomorrow to find out, huh? Oh well. Let me stop the recordings. No spoilers for tomorrow's entry. Boom. All right. So, Steven said that he could get it from me if he wanted to. He totally could have. At 13 years old, I was so fucking ready, I mean, like I thought I was. Well, I guess I can get this out of my lap now because I won't be doing any recording with that for the rest of this. Make it more comfortable here. Sure, no spoilers. So this is what you missed. I don't know how to make it focus. It doesn't have a focus that I know of. I don't know what I'm doing. Have I mentioned that? I mean, what do we want to say about this entry? Should be noted, Steven's gay. He's my first big gay ex. My first. I have a type and it's gay men. I love them. That's why bi men are so wonderful. I was hot to trot when I was 13. All I thought about was sex. Sex, sex, sex. And, that's all we talked about. We were 13, just walking hormones. And we used to joke about it. Missouri, lots of cornfields. And when we used to drive around drive around in the fields, with my parents, when I was in the car with my parents, and my parents were driving around, cornfields everywhere. And I was always on the lookout for the perfect lover's lane. Like, I was obsessed. Like when we're driving, going down the road, pretend there's a side road and got the trees over the top and it's all shady. I mean, could not stop thinking about it. It was ridiculous. And I've always been interested in sex out in public, out in a field and stuff. So, there are all these cornfields. So, I wanted to have sex in a cornfield. I don't know why. Don't judge me. I was a city girl. What the fuck did I know? I mean, we have corn and stuff in Florida, but I was a city girl. How did I know about Lover's Lane? There was a song, 7th grade, called Lover's Lane. Lover's Lane. I don't remember who it was by. I've got it downloaded on my computer or something. I'll link it in the notes or something. Giorgio. That's who it's by. Lover's Lane by Giorgio. I remember that song. So, I was obsessed. And so I wanted to have sex in the cornfield. And that became our joke, that we would go out in the cornfields and have sex, and it would be so hot, the corn would pop. And we'd have popcorn babies. Like, I might, if I dig through my stuff, I probably have notes from the 7th grade talking about popcorn babies. And some of them even had like pictures of popcorn popping. Bunch of horny kids, I swear. Ridiculous. So yeah, probably still could too. I know I'd really want to, but we'd have to be going steady first. Purity culture. And he'd have to really love me and be able to prove it because I already love him more than life itself. Just wish that he could understand that. Just wish he could understand that. Stephen, didn't you know? Oh my God, what a silly girl. I know he likes me, and sometimes he says he loves me too. I wish I could believe him. I really do. He said that he has a surprise for me, but wouldn't give it to me because I wouldn't let him listen to my Def Leppard tape. That would be Def Leppard Hysteria, which I listened to over and over and over. And you know, I just got it for Christmas. This is January 2nd. I had just gotten that for Christmas. My mom was insane about Christmas. Loved to decorate. Let's see, this was Garden City. So yeah, this was the year we had a wraparound porch. And we lived in this big house. It was this gorgeous house. I would love to have this house now. And it's still there. I can share all of that. All of this stuff's going to be compiled on a website. It's not ready yet. So I haven't even bought the domain yet. So I'm not going to say anything else. But anyway, I had a wraparound porch and it had columns. My mom got it in her head that she wanted to make letters out of wire coat hangers. These were not, the cheap wire hangers from, the dry cleaners. I don't even know if they have those anymore. Not last time I needed to break into my car because I locked my keys in it, that's for sure. That was years ago. All of these stories will be told and told in upcoming episodes. So anyways, she wanted to make these letters out of coat hangers, and she fussing and fighting with the wire hangers. God damn it. Because they're tough and they don't want to bend, and she got her fingers all cut up and shit. And then after she made the letters, she wrapped them in garland and strung them on line in between the poles. I had pictures. And she was insane about wrapping Christmas presents. Any presents, really. I have anxiety to this day about wrapping presents because this woman could have been like a professional gift wrapper at like Macy's or Bloomingdale's or some shit. I mean, it was insane. The woman could wrap presents. And she got so into it. So all I wanted for Christmas was that fucking Def Leppard Hysteria tape. Oh my God, I wanted it so bad. Begged and begged and begged. So I don't know how many presents I had under the tree, 6 or 7 or something. I don't know. And one of them was a box about, I don't know, 4 by, I don't, 2, 3 by, I'm sure I have something about that size. I don't know, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 by 5 square. And she would let us pick a Christmas present from underneath the tree and shake it. If you pick one, we could shake it. That was the only one I was not allowed to touch. It's the biggest present under the tree, and I wasn't allowed to touch it. I wasn't allowed to shake it. And finally, it was the last present I got to open. And I didn't even get to pick it up. She picked it up and put it in front of me and said I had to open it with it sitting down. I opened it up, and on the bottom was a picture drawn on a piece of notebook paper with a smiley face and ears with earrings pointing up and arrows pointing up to the ears to the earrings, and said tomorrow because I'd wanted to get my ears pierced. And, and I was excited about that. That was great. But none of my gifts were a Def Leppard tape. So I was heartbroken. So, everybody else was playing with their toys or whatever. And my mom's like, well, Tonya, you should look at your your other presents. So I'm like, ugh. And one of the things that she had given me was a bag of 3 cosmetic bags. You know, they come in sets, you can get them at Walmart. 3 cosmetic bags. Big one, medium one, and a small one. And, you know, I just tossed them to the side. So she's telling me to look. She's like, well, what about those? And I'm looking at them and I'm like, oh, they're pretty. And then I start to realize that there's a little bit of weight and substance to this bag. And I'm looking at it and it looks sealed. It looks unopened. But then I realized the small one, it's the exact same size as a cassette tape. And this woman opened up that bag, put the cassette tape in the smallest cosmetic bag, zipped that up, and with a lighter, remelted the plastic into a straight line to hide the gift from me. Fucking loved that tape. I have so many memories wrapped up in that album from this time in my life. Definitely. So, but I wouldn't let him listen to it. So I didn't get my surprise. What was the surprise? Am I ever going to find out? Guess I'll just have to wait until tomorrow to find out. Oh, well. Oh, well. Capital O, capital W. My punctuation, my exclamation marks. The heart, of course. Question, where's the question mark? There's a question mark around here somewhere too. Huh. That's a heart. It's just a really sloppy heart. This was written with a tiny, tiny little purple pen. It was so skinny. It was like called Lipstick or something. 1989. Look it up, you know. And it was purple because the diary was purple because purple was my favorite color because duh. January 2nd. January 2nd was also my dad's birthday. Notice I didn't mention that. I mean, my parents were together. Ugh, 18 minutes. Entries are all pretty short. Should we do another one? It's only been 18 minutes. Might as well, right? I mean, they're so short. They're just like bite size. And the first episode was like an introduction, you know? We'll go ahead and do another one. Oh, there's a stylistic change starting on Wednesday, January 4th, 1989. I skipped a day already. 3rd day. Skipped it. Already on the 4th day. Stylistic change. Let me see if that. Oh, no, that's still there. So I don't have a leading line in for my lowercase i's, like for it. I just. But starting on this day, I don't capitalize the first letter. I wonder if that's backwards. Am I gonna have to mirror this? I don't even know. So, are we ready? Oh, I'm supposed to take a video of this. Maybe for this one. Because I said on TikTok, I was going to do 1 day per video. But then that'll just have the whole series. You know, you can just have me reading my diary day by day. So Should I stop now? Make the TikTok? Can you TikTok while I'm making this? What? What? Shut up. Oh, wait, except on the TikTok, it's just my face. I need a production team. So I gotta make sure this goes viral and shit. So, but it's an early video. I mean, I can always like re-record high production and stuff, right? It's my video. I can do what I want. I'm gonna have an insert. I have to have an insert. Consistency. I'm a big fan of consistency. Let's see. Let's see the best way. So I can hold this like this. And I can still turn the page. I'm not reading through the phone. That's what I gotta remember. I'm not reading through the phone. So just gotta make sure. Okay. 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 We're gonna start the pages video on my mark. And now, okay. So now on Wednesday, January 4th, 1989. There's that stylistic change. It's lowercase today. Oh, I'm trying to read through my phone again. Today is absolutely the worst, all caps, day of my life. I've ruined anything that me and Steve, not Steven, could have done together. I found out today just how much he really loves me, but all of my schemes to make him jealous have pushed him away forever. God, why do I have to be so possessive, manipulative, jealous, in love, and everything? Why did I try to force him? My handwriting's hard to read, y'all. Try to force him to love me when he did the whole entire time on his own. I just wish I knew. I've asked him so many times, but he never told me. Never. I love him so much. He just never understood that. Please let him forgive me, or I'm going to end up as suicidal as Heather is. I wish I could die. I'd do anything for him, anything at all. I never knew true love could hurt so bad. It's just gotta be. I've never felt this way before, ever. I love him so much. Please, God, let him love me enough. Give me another chance. Please. Spoilers. Good news. I'm still here. I made it. I know that was rough. It was rough for me to read too. Good news about all of this is the best news is that I'm still here. 47 years old. I'm about to be 48 in April. So it was rough, but I made it. Tear streaks on the page. So many tears. It's a cliffhanger, isn't it? Today is absolutely the worst day of my life. Ruined anything that me and Steve found out today just how much he really loves me. I don't remember this day at all. Not at all. The thing about me and Steven that you're going to learn, I mean, we were 13, we were his babies. It's all taking place during school hours. you know, we didn't see each other outside of school ever, 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 ever. And I mean, I tried to get into the church lock-in with me. That's spoiler alert. Um, Never saw each other outside of school. So all of these things are contained completely within adult supervision. I mean, insofar as adults supervised us at school, you know. We were all there at some point. We know how it was. God, why do I have to be so possessive, manipulative, jealous, in love, and everything? 13 years old. Why did I try to force him to love me when he did the entire time on his own? I just wish I knew. I asked him so many times, but he never told me. Never, in all caps. I love him so much, he just never understood that. Please let him forgive me. I'm going to end up as suicidal as Heather. There's more about her in here. There's a lot more about Heather in here, and I'll give more of that context later on in the story. The story's not about her yet. When I was this age, I was obsessed with the thought of suicide. I had been for a long time. I remember it was a movie with the kid from Gremlins, the boy, Billy, and Molly Ringwald, called Surviving. And I was younger than sixth grade because we were at 4131 Forest Boulevard when I saw that movie, and I remember watching it. And I felt it then. So young. This was in eighth grade when I was in sixth grade, and I was in Missouri. And I was 11. I remember my mom and my Aunt Lisa in the living room watching Oprah, and Patty Duke was the guest. I didn't really know much about Patty Duke. I'm sure I saw the Patty Duke show, you know. Patty Duke was talking about being diagnosed as manic depressive and that they put her on lithium. I was lying in the room my family shared. My mom, my dad, my two younger sisters. It was a spare bedroom in Lisa and Jim's house before we got our own house down the street, literally on the same street. Several blocks, but literally on the same street. And I was sleeping on an air mattress. It wasn't even like a real air mattress. It was like a float, water float. And I was lying on the mattress, listening to her talk about how she knew something was wrong with her and she just wished that there was a pill to make it better. "11 years old. And I'm like, yeah, that's me. That's what's wrong with me. wasn't diagnosed until I was 24, 25. I used to beg my mom. There was a commercial, there's a place here in Jacksonville. I don't know if it's still here. And I don't think it was just in Jacksonville. I think it was a place that they had elsewhere. But if they didn't have this place, they had similar places. It was called Charter by the Sea. And the commercials would show, troubled teenagers and adults and stuff, And if you know about it, you know what I'm about to say next. If you can't get help at Charter, please get help somewhere. Cried and begged my mother. She said, "You're fine, Tonya. You're fine." Not long after we moved to our own house in Rich Hill, Missouri, my dad was working on sometime in the future, within the next year. Remember, we only lived in Rich Hill for 1 year. He was working on our air conditioning, the window unit. And he had the front of it off, and he was messing with wires and stuff. And I was sitting on the couch and I was watching him. And all of a sudden, I was overtaken with the worst fear of dread ever known. I just started freaking out. I mean, freaking the fuck out. And I went into my bedroom and I started crying, and I cried for I don't know how long. And I remember my mom asking me, "Why are you crying?" And I couldn't tell her. I couldn't stop crying for long enough to even talk to her. And I'm sure it freaked her out. And I don't remember if she did, but she threatened to beat my ass if I didn't stop crying. Crying. So I thought my daddy was going to die. I thought he was going to get electrocuted. And I was always a hysterical child. Always a hysterical child. It's funny looking back and thinking on all of that now. Mental illness. Also, for some context, my mother got married in February of 1975 to a man 9 years older than her, who was not my biological father, that she met in a skating rink, who was already married when they met. And she was pregnant with me. That was in February. She had me on April 7th, 1975. And she turned 17 on July 13th, 1975. She was 16 years old. So if you do some quick math, I was 11 years old, losing my shit. My mother was 25 or 26. No, she would have been 26 or 20. Wait, hold on. She would have either been about, because I don't know if she was working on the air conditioning, it was probably during the summer. She would have turned, I would have been 13. No, I would have been, oh my God. My math is getting all screwed up. Math is hard. I was 13 in Garden City. I lived in Missouri 2 years before that, so I was 11. So I probably would have been, I turned 11 in 87. I turned 12 in 87. Jesus, math is hard when it's 2:32 in the morning and you're elevated. A little bit elevated, not a whole lot. Anyways, math. 11 plus 16 is 27. If it was after July 1987. If it was before that, she was 26. She was a baby. Baby with an 11-year-old who was crying hysterically and couldn't tell her why. Perspective. The perspective you get on things as you're older. Am I ready to stop for the night? I don't think I am. So I think I'm going to stop this video. It's at 36 minutes. The last one I think was 40, actually, when I started recording. Because I don't know if I started on Zoom. I've got a Zoom timer, and it starts as soon as I start the meeting, but I haven't started recording the meeting yet. So, or I didn't start right away. I don't know. You know what I mean? So we're at 30 something minutes, maybe. I don't know. So that's it. And we did 2 days worth of entries, right? There's still plenty more to go. So I'm going to leave it here for this video for now. And I'm going to hit stop. Probably going to go to the bathroom, get some water, see how I feel. Maybe I'll be back. I am getting tired. But these are only taking half an hour. If I go to bed 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't have to start working until 11 or noon. I still get plenty of sleep. That's the good news about this, is that I can still work my day job and record videos until whatever happens, until it's just a hobby, until I get bored with it. You know, I have ADHD. Maybe one day I'll just be like, oh, fuck it, I don't want to do that anymore. Unless I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid, then, fuck yeah. Excuse me. I'm tired though. Could I go to sleep? Maybe. It was important to me to get this project started tonight. I really think this is going to be the thing. I feel like I know what I'm signing up for if it does take off. Going into this willingly. Thought about it for a really long time. I've talked about this for a long, long, long time. So many people have told me that I should write a book. I should do a podcast. I should do this. I should do that. This is me doing all of those things at once. I'm going to keep giving you little bits and little details about how big this project is going to be. I mean, it's going to be big. I said I wanted to be famous. I've been saying it my whole life. Wait till you see my yearbook. Wait till you see my yearbook, my senior high yearbook, which, spoiler alert, I signed because I never got a yearbook when I was in high school because I couldn't afford one. So years later, I got a yearbook. It was a yearbook that an old friend, acquaintance, whatever. No, she was a friend, an old friend. I got for her husband who graduated the same year I did. We're in the same graduating class. Sandalwood, 1993. And he also didn't get a yearbook. We weren't friends in high school, by the way. He and I became friends years later. Anyway, she got one for him from like eBay or something. And so it was a used one. It was already signed by a bunch of people. And then she managed to get another one. She was able to get a clean copy for him. So she sold me the one that had already been signed. And the person that it belonged to was somebody who had a huge crush on me. And when I was probably a senior, did I just do this when I was a senior? I don't know. I fancied myself Queen Bitch. And he decided to make himself my admiral or something like that. I don't know. It's in the book. Anyways, this was his yearbook. And I signed it multiple times. And on one of them, I signed the whole page diagonally. And down at the bottom, I said, I'm going to be famous. And I had a signature. And it was for signing yearbooks that I developed the signature that I still use to this day. It's not a signature, it's an autograph. So, and that was in 1993. Here we are, about to be 2023. 30 fucking years later, I'm finally doing it. I'm making my real effort, and we'll see what happens. If I'm only famous with you, all of you that love me, it's good enough. I mean, really, like I said, just back trying to pay my credit card bills. I'm trying to make a living so that I can spend as much time with each of you as possible, as often as possible. Because without you, I wouldn't have anything to talk about. You're a part of this, every one of you watching. So, and it's going to be more interactive as we go along. Believe that. I'm going to take question and answers. I'm going to read all the comments. When it gets to be too much for me, I would assume by that point I'm going to be making some money. I'll be hiring somebody, but I'm still going to be very hands-on every step of the way. Told everybody before I left Halloween this year. I left Halloween on October 31st. So it wasn't even a month ago yet. But I probably started saying this on October 30th. So a month ago, I said, I come back to Halloween next year, I will have gone viral. And I'm going to be famous. I'm going to be an influencer. I'm an influencer for good, though. Weird. Kinky and the neurodivergent and the fat. My people. That's you, because you're watching. And there are going to be people that hate me, and they're going to say terrible, terrible things about me. I'm quite sure. Some of those terrible things are even going to be true. You know, I'm not always a good person. I haven't always been a good person. In fact, in the past, I've been maybe not a bad person, but I was definitely not a good person. And who knows, maybe we'll have some guests. Perhaps Stephen would like to be a guest. What do you say? What do you say, Sassy? You want to be on my internet show? Maybe I'll have to bleep out his name in all places. I don't know. I don't know how this works. Do I have to get somebody tell me? Do I need to like get consent and stuff? I mean, it's my life. I'm telling my life stories. I don't know how that works. I have some people who've written memoirs though. I can ask them. I don't want to drop their names because some of them might be famous. I know the most amazing people. The most amazing people. I am literally the luckiest, most fortunate, blessed, whatever you want to say, person ever. Because I know all the best people. It's true facts. True facts. Okay. Now it says I'm 46 minutes. I have 3 comments and 3 notifications on my Facebook. Because I already posted the first video. What do they say? I got 3 loves on my TikTok. On Facebook when I cross post. Well, I cross posted it to Instagram, which cross posted to Facebook apparently. Good job networking that one. I can do the social medias. So, and then heart. Oh. 13 hours ago, I made a post that says, for the next couple of weeks, I am trying to limit my social engagement in person and online. I really need to recenter and refocus. I have to figure out how to live my best life sustainably, and that's hard. Thinking of holding a Zoom call soon because I need some hive brain and crowdsourcing to figure that out. So if you've ever wanted the opportunity to give me advice, this will be your chance. Individual calls would be great too. You have to figure out exactly what it is that I really want first. This will be the first time I've actually taken time to look back and process the past year, which has been extraordinary. There's so much to process and share. Thank you so very much, all caps, for choosing to be on this whirlwind roller coaster ride with me, good and bad. I am nothing without each of you. I love you. Feeling blissful. I forgot that I used to want to get a tattoo that said follow your bliss. I need to look into that because I've got this one. I'm not looking at my camera. I don't know if I've got this one. I am loving, not living with my life choices. Thanks, Sin. This is done by Cynthia Roy at Mystic Koi Tattoos, Jacksonville, Florida. She is my inker, and she is fantastic. She also did this one too. And twist my arm around. I've went down my back that she did, one on my ankle that she did. She's amazing. But don't make her so busy that she doesn't have time for me. Because I'll come for you. Don't fuck up my ink. Reminds me I need to make another appointment. When I have some money on my credit cards. Okay, so I guess this is a little bit of a vlog too. Whatever. That's my video. I can do what I want here at the end. My mojo. I love my people so much. Perhaps I should. Edit this. Camera's on the way. Edit to add. You know what this camera view looks like. Oh, see it my nose. Here I can carefully gently here. levels are pretty low. So, all right, so now that I don't have to worry about what the camera angle looks like, edit to add. Yes, I am fully aware. Socials. Okay. Figured out to this is how I'm going to go and make support my rock. Maybe people hate me. And yes, I'll close this video with the statement. Yes, I might be a little hypomanic right now. That's what part of doing this is talking about that and how I live with it and how it affects my life and why it makes every job I've ever had my entire life difficult. And no, I am not in therapy currently. I currently need to go back onto healthcare.gov and make sure that I have insurance for next year because we live in the United States. I'm not even sure if healthcare is covered on my insurance plan. So, yeah, but on Prozac, I, well, fluoxetine, generic Prozac. I need to also be on a mood stabilizer, to take the fluoxetine is an SSRI that takes care of the depression part of my bipolar 2 disorder. Mood stabilizers are what you take for the manic part, the high parts. Or you can self-medicate. Don't drink alcohol a lot. I do here and there. I don't like to feel drunk. It makes me feel nauseous, you know. Also, it's some bad triggering things that happen to me under the influence of alcohol. So I'm very careful about my consumption with alcohol now. I think nicotine because I do. And CBD, THC, legally, of course, only in legal amounts, of course. And I try to harness my manic energy to feed my creative drives. I'm an artist. I have art all around me. And it's really hard to make money as an artist. Maybe this will help that. We'll see. I don't know. I don't do a lot of art. I have some art. Do I have any of my art in here? I have some. I can't really show. Oh, I do have that one up there. I did. Just one on the door. No, we'll do I gave an art tour to a friend recently. Maybe I'll upload those. Bonus content. I've got all kinds of content all over the place. Most of it can't be shown on YouTube or any of the other platforms. There's a platform where it's under my name now. This name. I'm not going to tell you which one yet. If you find it, you do. That's great. It's a website that makes me very happy. That I've been wanting to join ever since its inception. In 2011, 2012. If you figure it out, you figure it out. I have content under other names on other platforms. It's been out there a lot longer. And I have one new content. Newer website, rather, I mean, newer content too, older content as well. You know, only something, you know. So yeah, this is me trying to put it all together to pay my bills. I think I'm going to go to bed. It's time to go to bed. It's a good start. It's a really good start. So I can upload this video, and then I'll have 2 videos on YouTube. I can wait till tomorrow. I can schedule this one to come out tomorrow, so I can record as many as I want. And then eventually there will be some editing. You know, I'm going to do like a picture-in-picture kind of thing or something. I mean, I'm probably not. Somebody will do it for me. There will be improvements. Maybe. I really like things raw. You know, I don't need them to be fancy. It doesn't matter. It's not going to change the content. It's not going to change me. Because I've been this way my whole fucking life. As you're about to see in my diary. And in photos from before my diary. And from photos today. Last month. And 10 years ago. My whole life. Eventually, in bits and pieces. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Stick around. I think I'm better in bed. So tired. Thanks for hanging out. I was going to be slick and just hit the end button, but my mouse wasn't in the right place. So yeah. Now I'm going to say goodnight, but I'm not actually going to bed because I have things I have to do. I can't just leave this here until tomorrow. Stuff. Oh, and I have to record those other 2 entries for TikTok. So much work already. I'm just getting started. I'm so excited. Now I have to click end meeting. Oh wait, no, that's not what I was gonna do. Cancel. I'm not ending the meeting. Stopping